bright-eyed and very active. So that was great. So when her parents come back, I'm going to give them a whole sleeve of Eon to put on their.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. And
No,
so many testimonials about pets using our throwaways.
yeah,
Like JP was saying, you don't throw them away, you use them for other things. But a
right.
lot of people use them for their pets, and their pets get incredible results for them. And a lot of times the pets are like standing by, like, where's my lifeway patch? I'm ready.
Where's my patch? Where's my patch?
They know.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
they
cool.
do. They do. They do. And shout out to Brad too. Thank you for that, for the tooth thing, because that's happened to me as well. And I've done the wallpapering, like taking the old patches, put them on, and it really helps so much. So, love these calls. Thank you all very much.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for your shares. Appreciate it always.
For sure.
Jay,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we got you. It looks like it's still muted though.
Is it? Let's see. No, I've got let's see, my window now it has only mute to hit. Let me go back. I've got audio. Let's see.
Michael,
Um,
you've got James
Yeah.
Newsom and Jay Corvette is up on top with his
oh,
hand.
did you say Jay? I'm
No,
sorry.
that's
Oh,
okay,
James,
James.
we'll
You have
come to
something
you.
to say. We'll come to
Very
you.
good. Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
You're next.
okay. Am I,
Okay,
can
There we
you
go,
can you
hear
Jay.
hear
me?
me?
You got it.
Yeah,
Okay, cool, cool. How's everybody doing? How you doing,
yeah.
brother?
Very good.
Um, oh, basically my share is my mouth, my teeth, like Brad had. I had a bad toothache on my right molar, and it was throbbing. Oh, it was horrible pain. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the wallpaper on it. Hit it with a glutathione, Wyon, and a carnosine, and put a sleepy night in my forehead with an Alavita. Went to sleep. The next day, I woke up feeling great. The pain was gone on my molar, and I'm just following up with the patches during the night. And so far, so good. So that's my share on that one.
That's great. And congratulations on your business. Your business is rocking. Good job. Good sharing.
We're getting there. It's
Yes, sir.
Happy's Dash TV, and it's on all the platforms, all the social network platforms. And I'm just rocking. I'm so darn busy. I apologize for not getting on here and sharing like I want to, but you know how it is when you're busy. And congratulations on your new crib, boss man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's nice. Appreciate it.
Cool.
Lisa.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm a newbie and I've been on X39 and the Alavita patch for 10 days. And on day one, I noticed that, so I live in the mountains, I live high elevation, and I have to travel anywhere I go. So I notice when I get home that I'm not like, I'm just like, ugh, when I get home, I'm exhausted. So since I've been on the patch, I've not felt that way. And the other thing is, I had on the side of my nose, so I live in, like I said, I live in a dry elevation in Colorado. And on one side of my family, we have bad wrinkles. So that's why I wanted to do the Alavita
Yeah.
besides the X39. And I have like these two little short tracks on the side of my nose that I would say like on day 5, they are almost gone. They're barely there.
Wow.
So that really, really highly impressed me. So I'm going to keep going and get rid of the other ones
Oh,
so
nice.
I can be on camera.
Well, I know all the people out there, the professionals that work on scan and so forth. They're like, shh, be
So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, and whether you get plastic surgery done or whatever, you still use the patches because they'll help you recover very quickly, and they'll reduce the scar, or there won't be any scarring, and or if you have scarring, they'll reverse the scarring, or maybe even completely reverse it. so you don't have it anymore. So we've had a lot of that, so that's great that you're able to, not have to do plastic surgery.
Yeah, I sleep. Yeah, I sleep. I don't know if those two bad, I don't know what to call them, but I could run my finger across the side of my nose and you could, it would go ba bump, ba bump. You could feel like it was so deep.
Hmm.
And I don't know if it's just I sleep on my stomach, so I don't know if it's just from being having my face smushed in the pillow or what. But I'm just like, yeah, keep melting away.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank
Congratulations. That's good.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for your share. Appreciate it.
No
Michael,
problem.
I have James all lined up to speak. James Newsom down below here.
Yeah, we'll go to you, James, and then Lynn.
Sure. Hey, Michael.
Hey.
Awesome to be here. I've watched you for quite some time and caught your ads for LifeWave. I literally just got the patches today and I'm wearing got the bundle.
Oh,
So I got
nice.
the X39 and X49 both on me right now. Just recovering from moving 4 tons of hay yesterday for our horses up here in Teton Valley.
Ah,
But yeah, no, I just hit 70 and you know, a little bit of energy, deficit. And I'm pretty active, ski and hike and everything up here. And also getting some joint issues, wrist, ankles. I coach javelin throw up at the high school
Mm.
here. And but sitting 70, I was like, I need some help. And so I looked at a lot of testimonials. At first I was like, oh no, another MLM. I've been through a lot of them. And the noni juice, just go on and on,
yep.
And I always was like, if I don't get any results, you can't promote it. But I just saw, both your testimonials and testimonials of other people, even natural health practitioners who don't like MLMs at all, but they say this stuff works. So I was like, I'm going to just go for it, and I trust you too. Your integrity, shines through. And I'm like, if Michael's into it, well, I'm going to give it a run. So, a big quick question. I did get I got the bundle today, but I realized I didn't get the Eon patches or the Aeon patches or any literature. Is that a separate? Do they ship separate or?
So, Jen, can you answer that?
Yeah.
Is it
Yes.
maybe you got it before the special started?
Well,
When did you actually,
Maybe. When did the special start? Like today or?
this
no, it was several days ago, but
Because I think I ordered, gosh, maybe it was Friday, possibly something like
James,
that.
were you signing up for the first time as a brand?
Yes.
So they won't let us. I've had a couple people under Michael call me and say, Jen, they want the bundle. And I'm going, I with the Eon, and I'm going, they have to sign up first. And then once
Okay.
the brand
you sign up,
partners.
get
Yeah.
all the deals. So you can still order now because it got another week and just have it, and
Okay.
so
Yeah, I
you can
might, I
get
might, might
it.
do that. Yeah, but I believe I signed in at the basic level
Yes.
brand part, like the 179 and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
To, so, and I didn't even realize that package, was there with the Eon. It was just all of a sudden it showed up, in the advertising today. I was like, oh, so okay, cool.
Yeah, and if you want, I'll reach out to you and we'll talk because I'm curious
Okay.
if you're a brand or you're a PC, but I'll help you figure that out.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of language there and hard to understand. I just wanted to get some product and get the ball rolling. That's all. And
That's good. That's good, James.
yeah,
That's the way I was. Just let me try this stuff, and if it works,
yeah,
I'll
Yes,
tell everybody. So,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
I'll
Yep,
send
beautiful,
you my number right now. Okay.
yep.
lovely. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, James, and good luck with the
Sure, Mike.
patches. Yeah,
To be continued. Yep. Thank you.
absolutely. Hopefully, yeah. I'd love to hear stories in the future. So that'd be
Ab
great.
ab Absolutely. Thanks. Yep.
Lynn.
So I have 3 shares tonight, and I'll start with my personal trainer. Her and her family went on their first cruise, and she has discovered that with both the X39 and the X49, she completely avoids hangovers. So she made sure to pack plenty on the cruise because she wanted to enjoy those big exotic drinks that she'd heard about because she'd never been on a cruise before. And she got back and she happily reported back to me, no hangovers, lots of exotic drinks. So, so our patches strike again with success.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. So that's a good one. You guys that like to tie them on, and you like to enjoy. You go on a vacation. A lot of people like to, every day, have a good time. So take your patches with you.
That's right. X39 and X49 is what my personal trainer recommends. Uh, so then my second share is a bit of a story, but it's a really good one, and I love a good story. I
Before you do,
oh,
It's not really coming through, Jen. It's kind of if
you can't hear that, Michael?
no, when you share something like that, when you
Yes,
do
sir.
the share,
Yes.
go into you start the share, say share sound.
I say that out loud.
When you
Okay.
hit the share button, hit over to the right, it has options.
Okay.
Check
I'm I
share
wonder.
sound and see if that works for you.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna do it right now if I can open this up more. Roxanne, let that person in, please. Okay,
Got it.
Perry. Okay, share sound. Share, multiple personality. Okay, advanced. Um, well, I don't know. It doesn't ask that. So you know what? We'll have to let it go. I'll put it on Michael's site, maybe, Mike.
Yeah, send it to me, Jen, and see.
Yeah.
I'll try and share it.
Okay, sir. That's good. I'll do it right now. Okay.
But that
No.
sounded really good. What
Yeah.
I could hear.
Okay.
thank you guys for that. That's a surprise. I'm so
Tell the group.
I'm
You know
happy.
what, Michael? I've had trouble getting it to you today. So I'll have to send Lynn's thing and then you'll probably have it. But go ahead, Lynn, and talk and I'll get it to Michael. I promise.
Okay. So my second share is a bit of a story. Briefly, I started, as everyone knows, I started a little YouTube channel probably 4 weeks ago because Brad, you and Michael, both of you said YouTube had let up some restrictions. So I thought,
Mhm.
okay, I'm up to 14 followers. Woohoo. So it's the Lynn Scott Hagerman's the name of it. If anybody wants to get me to 15 or 16 or higher, that would be great. So anyway, though, this is how God works with our patches. There was a couple they're in their 70s, and she was watching a YouTuber with tons and tons of numbers, and my YouTube popped up next, one of mine. And so, of course, she dismissed it. I have 14 followers. Most people would. Well, God wanted her to listen to this, though. So 3 times he did that. She listened to a podcast, and then mine was the next pop up. Finally, she listened. She'd never heard of the X39 before because it was a LifeWave YouTube show. And she purchased the X39, and she called me up, her and her husband, and they were very concerned about energy because God had given that they're youth pastors, and God had given them a plan to develop something that they're calling the Ponderosa. And I guess that's an old Western show of a beautiful, caring community in the West. And God wants this couple to create a caring community for those who've been harmed, likely especially the children. And so he wanted to connect her with me, since that's my, a major purpose and focus for me too. And so when I talked to them, she said, we need energy. I just don't know how we're going to do this. And I held up my hand and I said, just wait. just you wait. So the patches came in, and 5 days after they started the patches, she texted me and she said the energy they've had this is the X39 alone, the energy they've had has been off the top. And that's a quote, over the top, their energy level. So this is how God works. I mean, bringing people to, a YouTube channel with 14 followers to hear about LifeWave. And when I was driving home in the car, Michael, I heard someone thank you for sharing LifeWave, because we're all here because of you and Tracy Joe starting this. And all of these lives that are being touched are a direct result of you starting it. So I wanted to thank you for that too. Um, and then last but not least is, so hang on, Gracie's on the testimony. So hold on. Okay. Um, so I've been working, Mother Swami is going to talk after me, which by the way, she became a manager a couple days ago, and I'm so proud of her. Um, her, um, she is an inspiration to me in helping mothers with children who've been harmed all over the world. And we have several mothers in Europe now who've signed up to use the patches for them and their little ones who've been harmed. We're having amazing, amazing results for both the mothers and the children. And so one in particular I wanted to share is Corrine. And Mother Swami, when I know you're going to follow up after me and fill in the blanks, I couldn't pronounce her last name. She's in Switzerland and started the patches 2 weeks ago. And she started the X39 and the Eon both. And it's been my blessing and privilege to be on Zooms with these mothers and their children. So I got to meet her Sunday. And so I typed up everything she said because it was so beautiful. And she just had a precious smile on her face. And she said she sleeps a lot better. And now she has more strength. So she has more courage to keep on fighting to get her two daughters. So the government there took her two daughters from her, and it was a heinous, um, horrific event that was totally, completely unjustified. And she hasn't seen her two girls for 4 to 5 years, and those are being harmed now. And because of the patches giving her more strength, she has the courage to keep going to try to find and get her children back. And so she was sharing about that. And as a side note, which I just thought was absolutely precious, she got super excited on Zoom and she goes, and this is a girl thing. She goes, and by the way, she said, my skin looks so much better. which, no matter what we're all going through, we love that part. And she said her skin is so much younger and alive. And she's so excited. So these women, they have a terrible, terrible time financially, and the government keeps them on government money, so they can't get jobs, and they don't have enough money to feed their children and provide for basic needs. And along comes LifeWave because we not only help with emotional and mental and physical and community, we also help people financially. And these women need that help very, very much so, because the goal is because if the women make money, the government takes their children. It's part of their process there. So they can't. And that causes them to suffer greatly every month trying to find income for food. And LifeWave has given them the opportunity to earn income. So she said that and if they can exceed the government money, then they're home free. So that's our goal. And so she said that she shared the patches with 60 people by now. So she's been on them 2 weeks, shared it with 60 people. And she said in the beginning she was a bit shy, but last week, and she got super excited, she said all the brown spots on her hands were totally gone. So she runs around her community saying, my hands, look at my hands. I don't have brown spots anymore. And so she's super, super excited about the what it's doing to her mentally, physically, how it's going to be able to provide food. And the last thing, I want to say, and I don't think I'll cry when I say it because this touches my heart so deeply. But this is a quote. She said, with LifeWave, I am finally going to be able to lead a dignified life. Praise God. This is what we do. Gosh, Michael, this is what we do.
Unmute, Michael.
Yeah, and this is what you wanted to do, Lynn. So congratulations. You've made it reality.
Thank you.
And you've come such a long way. Such
I know.
a beautiful soul you have, and
Thank you.
people see that and then get inspired. So good job.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Mother Swami.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And also to Tracy Joe, thank you again for everything both of you do and everybody else. And thank you, Lynn, and everybody. So Corinne, Lynn, I don't know what to add. Everything you said is exactly as it is. What I want to add, that it reminded me feel more self-esteem, more self-assurance. She can also trust her own instincts better, her intuition, and she will soon be off the medication. So that's incredible. And I would even add to this, I'm sure this is not even a real word, but I find that the patch has some exorcistic qualities. It's like really making a difference. And to the pets, I would like to add quickly, we have two rescued dogs, and one of them is a little Ratcha, that's a rat terrier Chihuahua mixture. And she is rescued, both of them are rescued. And one thing she had when we got her was like a scar on the back hip, I guess, where it really looked like the vet said it's a scar that the fur can't grow back. It looked like someone had put out a cigarette there or something. And the other one was that she had a laceration from rough playing with the other dog that's bigger, who didn't mean to harm her, but it was a laceration. So both were scars where the vet thought there wouldn't be a possibility of fur growing back. But now it's like she never had anything. So this is the used patches, only 3 weeks, Eon and X39 in the color. That's it. 3 weeks, all gone.
Wow.
The moms I'm working with, I mean, they all report that they have less physical pains. They feel more focused, more balanced. They can handle the intensity of the insanity from everything that they have to deal with in a more balanced way. And I can say, I mean, I'm thankfully not in the same position. I'm thankfully not in Europe anymore. Thank God. But I definitely see myself continuous progress. And last but not least, I also want to say the energy enhancer. I only have 1 month right now, so I've only used it 3 times. But for me, the energy enhancer is now my real treat. Like if I want to have my own special super day, I'm going to use an energy enhancer. It really helps me to just keep going in a very balanced way. And I tend to take on all kinds of energies, and then it takes time for my body to literally process it out. When I use the energy enhancer, it just goes in and out. It's like really wonderful. So these are my shares, and thank you.
Mother Swami, magnificent. Your shares have always been amazing. I remember in the beginning when you started to share, you could tell that you were very troubled, and you seem so much happier now.
Yeah, thank God. I'm coming. I'm not 100% to my real self, but I'm very much on the way there. I know soon I'll be 100% back to where I was some years ago, and that's due to the patches. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, and best of luck to you going forward.
Thank you.
Roxanne.
How do you beat that? You can't, right?
I know.
So,
You do have amazing stories though, and your mother. That's awesome.
so of course my mom, she's like, I'm too old and I look, I'm like, Mom, come on. So she gave me permission to share her story. So hopefully one day she'll come on after she wears the patches longer. And it does its reverse aging. But anyways, so my mom has a bad shoulder, and my mom's pretty. She's tall and slender, and just a lot of muscle atrophy from injuries and things like that. But so I went over this morning, and I said, Mom, let me patch you. And so I asked her, where is the pain? And she pointed to it, and I used the pain patch. I couldn't think of it. Ice Wave. Hello.
Ice Wave, yeah.
So, so I used the Ice Wave. I patched her left shoulder on the spot that she said she was having pain, and I placed the tan patch there, and the white patch. I moved it around. I said, Mom, we're going to play with these patches. So we get the best, relief for you. And she's like, play with the patches. I said, yes. So I was just moving the white patch around, and I said, how's this spot? It's okay. And by the way, her pain was a 10 out of 10. So she's like, it's really 100. I'm like, Mom, I can't go up to 100. But, so this spot on the kind of like the front and angular 45 degrees, that was not the spot. She's like, well, there's a little bit of pain here on my upper arm, so I placed the white patch there, held it. Again, I'm holding these patches for 10 seconds, so she could feel that relief. And she's like, "Oh my goodness." She's like, she didn't say that. She said something else, but she said, "Oh my gosh, that's the spot." And I said, "Are you sure?" And she says, "Yeah, it feels like an electrical, something happening." And I said, "Okay." So I said, "Are you sure you want it there?" She says, "Yeah, the pain is better." And I said, "Okay." So I patched the white and the tan with the ice wave. And then she also has the energy enhancer. So I stuck the tan and the white on her lung points. And I said, "Mom, don't forget your X39. You need that one." So I put that on the back of her neck. And I called her maybe an hour later. And I said, "Mom, how are you doing?" She says, "I have no pain." She's like, and like from somebody with chronic pain, 10 out of 10, to no pain. So she's like, "Oh my gosh, that's working." I'm like, "Okay, it is
Wow.
working." Yeah. So
That's special when you help your parents out like that, right?
yeah, and I'm hoping she'll get the courage to come on and
Yeah,
share.
hopefully. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Beautiful.
And then I thought I saw Natalie on here, and she has a kitty cat story.
Got the picture.
I don't know if I see her
Natalie
name.
Bennett.
Natalie Bennett. Yeah. She,
She might have stepped away, unfortunately.
maybe, but she has a kitty cat story. So,
Ah, I just
well,
saw a cat story where all the cats are not all of them, but there's a lot of cats are like leaving their homes in Georgia and Northern California or Northern Florida and going south. They're like in the streets and like hundreds of them.
well, they're probably coming down this way because we have an um, overload of iguanas. So they're
Oh, they're coming to eat them or what?
probably, I don't
Okay.
know. Seriously, they're everywhere. And they're not the little lizards. They're the big lizards. So, but anyways, this is Natalie's kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Curio is her name.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to, well, anyway, she had used, I believe it was the X39, one of the used patches on her collar to help with some GI issues. And she's all cleared up as far as that's concerned. And of course, she would tell it differently and better than I can, but she's a cute little cat and she's
Yep.
starting to feel better. And I'm not sure how old she is, but I'm just happy that her kitty's feeling better. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Roxanne.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you. Okay.
Anita.
There we go. Can you hear me?
You're a little low.
Okay. Might be that I'm on my earbuds in a laptop that's old. Can you hear me now?
It's a little bit better. Go ahead.
Okay. It's just a check-in on the situation that started this for me. The hurricanes
Mm-hmm.
did a number on my house that what Ian started, Milton finished. And so it was a number of things, as you know, about literally black mold is really serious. And the swabs on my house had two of the worst kinds of black molds in my bedroom and across the dining room ceiling swabs. You can't see it, you can't smell it, but it's there. And my blood microscopy found it in December. I started on patches because my daughter's been doing the patches for 7 years. And she encouraged me, but Roxanne kind of sealed the deal to jump in with both feet. And because this is a huge challenge, you have every symptom under the book in the book. With me, the least problematic was respiratory or GI, but fatigue, brain fog, rashes, muscle twitches, muscle pain, insomnia, just the list was ginormous. And it's not something I'm treating it starting tomorrow in Palm Beach with a thing called EBOO, which they're going to oxygenate and ozonate my blood. But that is going to be 3 rounds, and it is the best price in the state. Believe me, as a nurse, I was not going to be taken. And I compared Sarasota, Clearwater, Boca Raton, and Palm Beach. And this was like a 10th of the price. Just amazing. So tomorrow, and another guy who wants to disrupt the industry, he left a practice and moved 1 mile outside the no complete clause. So that is heroic. If you know what we all know, right? That's heroic to purposefully disrupt an industry. So the symptomology across the board with consistent use of the Alavita on my skin at night and the X39 and the glutathione, I have been real consistent, and all the symptoms have lessened, all of them. And the skin only gets mad when I don't eat low mold and low histamine foods. And I was pounding things like lemons and limes thinking I'm doing a good thing. Not. So I've learned, and I'm just really excited for the journey as this continues. Tomorrow they test urine at a mycotoxin clinic in Georgia, and my blood. Dr. Axe is doing a panel to see just where I am. So it's going to be a lot of evidence of what is changing over the time for my cute little doctor of 33 years who still tries to convince me about mammograms and flu shots. And I just say, Karen, stop. So this is really an interesting time for this, for me, to pound it with everything. And I'm surprised. I really am surprised, because I think in the long run, I'm going to be cutting back on a lot of supplements as well, where for sleep, for pain, for a lot of the normal stuff that a lady headed towards 70 would be using normally. But I had told y'all that I had broken my own records in strength and endurance in driving that U-Haul of my daughters to Arkansas, and how I tolerated that whole thing in the midst of mold toxicity. That was the patches. That was how I came on here about a month ago. Yeah. And so Roxanne, Hobe Sound is full of iguanas too, not just the West Coast. So they're headed to both sides of Florida, hopefully. These cats will do the job.
Go to Key West. They're everywhere. My goodness.
Yeah. All right.
I'll work on volume, kids.
Thanks, Anita. That was great. Good stuff. Appreciate it. Tom.
Yeah, I'll be real quick. Just want to say I was at, of course, Roseanne's, and I was telling her about you and Tracy and Jen and how brilliant you guys are and unassuming, and to try the patches. And she wasn't going to try patches before, and she let me patch her. And then I was like, she's like, why isn't Michael calling me? I'm like, I came to my show and he didn't come backstage. I'm like, well, they're unassuming. They're not going to just walk backstage. And then she was like, wanting to get with your thing. Another thing I noticed too is like all the lipoma stuff is just pop. I mean, everywhere, all over the body, gone. And I was told in college it would never go away. Another thing too, real quick, is that when I do these shows, we know there's haters. You're going to run into it when you're doing shows that get a lot of reach. And so I found out a difference in myself, and Jen could notice this too, probably, where now when haters call or something, I'm just like, okay, bye, I'm going to eat an apple. It doesn't even affect at all. It's just like, okay, whatever. Good for you. It's like nothing happens. Now I'm talking to international attorneys and everything. They're contacting me, patent attorneys, all kinds of attorneys. And it's just like, it's great. I just joke with them, have a conversation. There's pressure's gone. So this stuff really makes you feel like settled, just like really happy with life. And you can have interactions where whatever they say, it doesn't matter if they're going to threaten you. You're just like, okay, good. Good on you. So yeah, I wanted to share that.
Wow, that's good. So you attribute it through the patches, because I remember we used to do shows together, and you were, for a good reason, you're pretty hyped that they stole your matrix.
Yeah. I was pissed. And I was upset. Now I'm just like, Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it done.
I know
Yeah,
you're
thanks,
like
guys.
that now. You're so cool. And you're getting more information out too.
More results are
When you
happening
were on
from
with
that.
Roseanne, you were
Yeah.
talking about how 100 movies they've stolen from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
Yeah. And even with her, like we did the show, and you know Roseanne, she'll interrupt you all the time. And Jake was saying, "Oh my gosh, she interrupts you all the time." I'm just like, he said, you just smiled and kept going. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't bother me anymore.
That
So
was a great interview. You guys
thanks.
really rocked it. Yeah, good job.
Well, I'm glad she'll be doing yours. Okay, I'll let you go.
All right. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
Fred.
I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to give this testimony because it usually takes a few days for this to go away. But I remember, in my 60 years, I used to have like pop-up pain in my toe. And I think it's caused by what they say, uric acid crystals built up. So you can go from there. And it's intense. I thought I was going to have to break out a cane yesterday just so I didn't have to put weight on that foot. But I patched it in the morning, and today I'm walking around just fine. That usually would take at least, I would say, a week at the minimum to 2 weeks to clear up. And it's gone in one day. I used Eon and I used Ice Wave. Of course, I had my X39 and 49 on. I didn't like using the Eon because I love to use the Eon so much at night, but I had to break it out. And I hear people talking about use patches. If you have pain like this, don't even think about use patches. Break out some new patches and put them on, because one day, come on, that's awesome. And, I'm a long-term user, so I'm having some retracing, and I think that was part of the retracing. And last time we were on the show, we talked about my knee, totally same knee that I was supposed to get a knee replacement on, totally different spot. I had the pain, and it's still gone. So there you go. Beautiful.
Very nice. Very nice. Thanks, Fred.
Thank you.
Roxanne.
Okay, I see Natalie back on, so maybe she can talk about her kitty cat.
Yeah. Go ahead, Natalie.
Okay, thanks.
Hi. Thank you, Roxanne, and it's an honor to be on with Michael Jaco and his wife. And I just wanted to support the testimony with the animals. I have a cat. I was very concerned with her symptoms, and so I did what other people had said. I put a collar on her and I put a patch on her, and overnight her symptoms changed. Her GI tract is working better, and I didn't have to take her to a veterinarian. And I'm giving my patches to her for now. So just wanted to say thank you for
That's beautiful, Natalie. And
it was such a change. Thank you.
I was trying to find the cat picture. I can't, Natalie, but we did show
hey.
it earlier.
It was better than looking at me.
I couldn't find it. And
it's
Connie,
okay.
Michael asked about if we're going to promote the Saturday, with David, and also she'll talk about Maine. So do you have a minute for Connie?
What was that? Anyway, thank you for letting me just give a testimony, and I'm working on getting some patches for me, and because I'm hearing all kinds of amazing stories from you guys. So thank you.
Good, Natalie. Yeah.
All right. Pleasure. Honor to talk to you.
Thank you. Yeah. Come back anytime.
Okay.
Share your miracles. I love it.
Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. It's been wonderful. We had a lot of people show up today. So, and I had this live on YouTube. A lot of people showed up over there. So the word's getting out. The miracles do work, and stay on the patches. So,
Michael, Connie wanted us.
Connie, you want to?
Actually, Jen, no, that was private for later. That wasn't
Okay.
for the show. No, sorry about that.
All right. Very good. All right.
Take it back.
So if you guys want to unmute and say good night, and lots of love to you guys, and we'll see you guys
Very
next
good. Great call.
Good
night,
everybody.
Everybody.
Cheers.
Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Lots of love.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.